So, have you tried talking to your sister at all? No. I don't know if I want to open up that can of worms. Honey, I really think you should talk to her. I mean, her birthday is coming up pretty soon. Don't you want to be there for her? Mom, she refuses to talk to me. She thinks I ruined her life or whatever. I'm sure that she doesn't think you ruined her life. I know that this is a pretty big hump, but you both will get over it. I know it. I don't know about this one, Mom. This was a pretty big fight. She thinks that I'm the worst person to exist and that I have it out for her or something. I was just doing the right thing. I don't understand why she's so bitter about it. Well, I mean, you did tell her husband that she was having an affair. Now they're getting a divorce and she's just turning 30. I'm sure that she feels like she'll never find love again or something. Well, should she find love? Don't talk like that. She made a mistake. I mean, of course, I don't agree with it, and even I have a hard time looking at her now in the same way. But she's your sister, and it's her 30th birthday. You need to talk to one another. But Mom, she had been cheating on him for like a year. I'm not her biggest fan either, but I'm not going to abandon my child. Maybe she just needs a little guidance or something. It seems like she needs a lot of guidance. I don't understand why she did it. I mean, I thought that they were doing really well. They had been together for like 5 years or something. I know. And it's heartbreaking because I liked Jake so much. I really loved him as a son-in-law, you know? It's all just a big mess. Your father still hasn't been able to look her in the eye. Then why am I the one that has to reach out an olive branch? If everyone is still upset about her cheating on her husband, shouldn't we not celebrate her birthday? I feel like that would just lead to a very awkward couple of hours. Maybe, but we have to try. I mean, we're not supposed to judge or anything. And like I said, I don't want to abandon one of my kids. I know. Okay, maybe I will try. But if she says anything nasty towards me, I'm done. I'm not going to put myself through mental torment for her. I did the right thing. I'm not going to be treated like a villain. Can you just try? For me? I'm sure that it was a one-time mistake or whatever. Your father and I raised her to be a better person. I'm sure that she was just going through a confusing time and that she's better now. Well, you would hope so. I also need your help with the surprise party. You're throwing her a surprise party? Yeah, we thought that it might bring the family together to have a surprise party. You know how she's always wanted one. I just wish we had known that before she turned 20. I have to admit, I'm a little bit surprised. After everything she's done, you're finally giving her something that she's wanted for a long time. I'm not saying that she doesn't deserve it, but she literally had an affair. She destroyed her own marriage, and she blames me for everything. I don't know how else she would be okay with coming over and celebrating. Okay. How are you planning on throwing her a surprise party? Do you have any of her friends' contacts? Do you have anything planned out yet? No. I was hoping that you could help me. Before everything, you both were still pretty close, yeah? Yeah. I don't know how I feel about helping you plan her surprise party. I don't even know if I can get over what happened. I mean, Jake was such a great guy. How could she cheat on him like that? Can you please try? I'm sure it was a mistake and that she feels sorry about it now. I know I raised her better. If you just help with the surprise party, maybe we can end all of our relationships with her. Okay, fine. I'll help with planning and everything. I should know her best, unless she's changed drastically in the 2 months it's been. I'm sure she still likes the same things, and it would be a big load off my shoulders. Of course, I'll help you, Mom. What about Dad? Is he gonna help? I think your father is still a little bit too bitter. He's coming around slowly, but I think we'll plan the party between the two of us. Sounds good. I'll start contacting her friends and getting everything planned. When do you want to have it? This Saturday? Or maybe on Friday? Saturday sounds good. And by the way, this will mean that we'll have to talk to her a lot more. So just keep that in mind. Please try not to fight with her. Whatever you say, Mom. Great. Thank you so much for your help, sweetheart. It really does mean a lot to me. I am so sure that she regrets her mistake and that she's sorry about it. In fact, she's probably hoping and wishing that one of us will contact her. Yeah, sure. Hi, what the hell do you want? Why are you bothering me? Here to do some more damage? Whoa, no. I just wanted to say hi. We haven't talked in 2 months and this is how you respond to me. What were you expecting? Roses and chocolate for finally speaking to me after you destroyed my life? I didn't destroy your life. You did that all on your own. How dare you? You're the one that single-handedly destroyed my life. My life was going perfectly before you had to open up your big, stupid, ugly mouth. If it wasn't for you, I'd still be married and happy and about to start a family with the man I'm in love with. But now, because of you, that's all gone. So, no, I won't be rolling out the red carpet for you. Newsflash, I'm not the one that destroyed your life. You're the one who did it. You're the one who cheated on your husband. That was all you're doing. That has nothing to do with me. You're absolutely right. That had nothing to do with you. It was none of your business, and yet you thought you would be all self-righteous and whatever and tell my husband. How could you do that to me? You betrayed me. Again, the only person who's in the wrong here is you. How could you cheat on your husband, especially if he's the love of your life like you said? That makes it even worse. How could you have an affair when you were married to a man you loved? I seriously don't understand you. How could you destroy your own marriage like that? Jake is such a great guy, and he did not deserve that one bit. No one deserves to be cheated on like that. I thought that you were a good person too, until I caught you with that man. I really don't understand it. It turns out that you're among some of the worst kinds of people. You don't know what happened. You just talked about what you saw with your eyes. Then explain it to me. I'm so excited to hear how you twist this story so that you're the victim. I am the victim. I had everything, and you tore it all away, just because you couldn't keep your stupid mouth shut. Honestly, I know it's because you're jealous. I know that you were in love with Jake, and that's why you wanted to destroy our marriage. Well, we're not together anymore. Go ahead and have him. I bet that you've already hit him up, and it's only been 2 months. What? I am not in love with Jake. I don't see him like that. I see him as my brother. I can't believe that you're trying to turn this back on me and make me look like a bad guy. See, this is why I didn't want to talk to you. You're just going to blame me for how everything turned out. When, again, it was all your fault. It wasn't my fault. I couldn't help myself. Why should I be ostracized for that? It's not like it was my fault. You could have just not cheated. You just don't understand. Yeah, I really don't. Is this how it's going to be? You're just never going to forgive me for doing the right thing and we'll never talk again? Sorry that I don't want to move on immediately after you destroyed my life. I guess I'm a bad person or whatever. For the last time, I'm not the one that destroyed your life. I did the right thing. What did you expect me to do? Just turn around and pretend I never saw what I saw? It was eating me alive for like a day, and I knew I had to tell people. I mean, Jake deserved to know, and so did our parents. Don't lie to me. I know the real reason why you told everyone. You were just jealous and tired of living in my shadow. You've always had to be the perfect goody two-shoes because I was the popular, lovable one. You've always had it out for me. Just admit it. No, I didn't. I was doing the right thing. Anyone else in my position would have done the same thing. It's the right thing to do. It's what a good person would do. Well, I wouldn't have done it. I would have just minded my own business and gone about my life without sticking my nose into someone else's business. And I think that tells us everything we need to know about the kind of person you are. Why are you even talking to me? Did you just come to rub my misfortune in my face? No, I genuinely just wanted to ask something. Ask what? Mom wants to know if you want to come over for dinner on Saturday. She's awfully torn up about everything and wants us to get together again. Why should I go? The whole family turned their back on me because of something completely out of my control. Okay, so should I tell her that you refuse to? That would be fine, because then at least she'll know it's not me that's being difficult. Actually, no. You know what? Tell her I'll be there. Actually, tell her I'm coming over a couple of days early to visit. I'll be in the city from Thursday onwards. Okay? You know, I think it's just a family dinner. You don't need to come a couple of days early or anything. Well, my family wants to see me, don't they? They're going to see me. Why do I have a feeling like you're planning something? I'm not planning anything. I just plan on being my most truthful self. Not that I have to explain anything to you. Even if I was planning anything, I wouldn't tell you. You lost that right. Okay, whatever. And besides, it will be nice to spend my birthday surrounded by people who love me. You're not going to be there, right? Yes, I'm going to be there. Why do you think Mom asked me to ask you? We'll see if you still have an invite when I'm done. Again, what does that mean? You'll see. Hey, Dad. I was wondering what kind of gift you were thinking of getting for Brooklyn. I can't decide between a planner or a wallet. Are those too plain? Yeah, they're probably too plain. She's always had a specific taste. What are you getting her? Hello? Dad?
Oh, you're speaking to me? That's a surprise.
What? What do you mean? Is everything okay?
Well, your sister was just telling me of all the things you were saying. I am quite surprised at you, young lady.
What? What do you mean by the things I've been saying?
We just had a very interesting conversation. Apparently, you think it's because of my parenting skills that your sister ended up cheating on her husband. Well, I have to tell you that I completely disagree with that. I did my best to raise you girls, and it's not my fault that you turned out the way that you did.
Whoa, what? I never said anything like that. Why would I ever say anything like that? I think you're the best dad.
Your sister told me otherwise. She came to me in secret because she was so upset by what you said. But she said that she couldn't keep it from me, that I had a right to know. And I quite agree.
Okay, Dad, I hate to tell you this, but I think she's manipulating you. I knew she was going to be in the city, but I didn't know that she was actually going to be at your house. I'm just trying to plan her surprise party.
I think you can plan a surprise party without insulting me and your mother, don't you think?
Yes, of course. But Dad, I never said any of those things. She's obviously lying. That's what she does. She lied to Jake for a year, and then she tried to lie to you both when I exposed her. I mean, she's even lying to herself, for goodness sake, about not being responsible for her life going the way that it's gone. It's her fault that her marriage imploded. It's not on me. Yet she insists that it's my fault and that she was not in the wrong. Talk to Mom. She knows that I would never say anything like that to you. I didn't even know that you and Brooklyn were talking. Mom said that you couldn't even look her in the eye. What changed?
Well, she showed up and basically begged for our forgiveness. She said that she was sorry and that she never meant for that to happen. That it was a one-time mistake.
Okay.
We believe her, obviously. I mean, it's hard for you to understand because you don't have children, but you want to believe that your kids are the best people around. Otherwise, you feel like a failure as a parent. So, we kind of made up. And then she started spilling the beans on everything you've been saying and doing. It was very surprising. I don't know what she told your mother, because she only talks to us separately. But I've heard some surprising things.
You can't honestly think that those things are true. She's obviously trying to pit you and Mom against me. I knew she was planning something from the moment she said she was going to come to the city early. I just had no idea that it was to try and get you and Mom against me. How could you believe her? She literally cheated on her husband. And by the way, her affair had been going on for like a year. It wasn't a one-time mistake. She had been cheating on him for a year.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry, honey. I didn't mean to snap at you like that. I guess I'm just tired of all this drama and heartbreak. You know your mom and I worked hard to raise you girls to be upstanding human beings, so it just hurts us that you would be anything but. You're a great kid, and you're always looking to do the right thing. I admire that about you. I shouldn't have let Brooklyn convince me of these things. I kind of figured you would never say anything like that, really. But I guess I was just hopeful that Brooklyn was the kind of person I thought she was.
It's okay, Dad. I think in some way we all felt betrayed by Brooklyn's betrayal. I mean, that irreparably damaged our relationship. She doesn't even consider me her sister. I thought I was doing the right thing, and I still think I did the right thing, but I just didn't know that these would be the consequences.
You did the right thing, honey. If I were in Jake's position, I would want to know if my wife was cheating on me. I'm sorry that I was so quick to believe Brooklyn. I knew it was fishy, but I really just wanted to believe. She's very good at playing up our emotions.
Yeah, she's a master manipulator, and we're throwing her a surprise party.
Well, I think your mom is ready to put everything behind us. She still honestly believes that Brooklyn is a good person and that it was a one-time mistake. She was always a lot more eager to have Brooklyn back in our lives than I was. And if that was the case and I still believed Brooklyn, I can't imagine what your mother must be going through right now. She's probably been told terrible things about you. I would check on her, set the record straight, and maybe we shouldn't go through with the surprise party. Not if Brooklyn is using it to tear our family further apart.
I'll talk to Mom, set the record straight. I'll see how she's feeling about everything.
You do that. And again, I'm so sorry, honey. I shouldn't have jumped to conclusions.
It's all right, Dad. We're all going through a stressful period. Brooklyn may have betrayed Jake when she cheated on him, but she also betrayed all of our trust, too. It's a hard thing for our family to work through.
You are so wise. I'm glad that you have a good head on your shoulders.
Thanks, Dad. Hi, Mom. I just had a very interesting conversation with Dad. He thought it would be best if I checked in on you. Apparently, Brooklyn's been spreading lies about me. Yes, honey. I was just about to text you. You should know that none of it is true. She told me before she showed up that she was planning something. Maybe she didn't use those exact words, but I knew something suspicious was up. She's deceiving you and Dad. She isn't sorry about what she did. She takes no responsibility or accountability for her affair. She only said those things to get you both to trust her again so she could start spreading lies about me. Yes, honey. Trust me. I know. What? How do you know? Yeah, once my eyes were opened about Brooklyn, it was easy to see through her lies. It's strange, really. I wonder if she's always been like this, or if this is new. But it's difficult for me to fall for her fake tears and regret. It was like watching a bad soap opera or something. Okay, good. Dad and I almost had a fight because of what she told him. But now he knows the truth. Mom, are we still going to go through with the surprise party? I mean, Brooklyn literally is using it as an excuse to try and tear our family apart. I can't imagine what it would be like if we actually threw a party with a bunch of different guests. We don't know the kind of thing she'll pull in order to gain sympathy. I was just about to text you about that. I was thinking the same thing. As much as I want our family to be how it was before all of this, I don't think we can go back to that. I think it's too late for me to see your sister as an innocent woman. I was gonna text you to ask you to cancel the entire thing. Also, I'm pretty sure that she knows. You think she knows about the birthday party? Yeah, well, we weren't planning on her staying with us, so I had to haphazardly hide everything. But I think she was snooping around your old bedroom, which is where I hid all the decorations. Why was she snooping around my old bedroom? I honestly don't know. Okay, that's it. I'm going to talk to her. She can't come back into our lives and try to tear us apart. We've been through too much already at her hands. Unfortunately, I agree. I don't know where she went, but she drove somewhere a while ago. Maybe you should try and text her. Whenever she gets back, your father and I are planning on telling her that she should probably get a hotel somewhere, or maybe just leave and go back home. I think it's too much for us to handle. All of these lies and her manipulation, it's like there's a stranger in our house rather than my daughter. I'm sorry, Mom. That must be hard. I still have my brainiac daughter who always does the right thing. I'm good. Thanks, Mom. That means a lot to me. I'll talk to her right away. Thank you, darling. What the hell are you doing? What? I have no idea what you mean. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You're trying to turn our parents against me? What kind of a person does that? What? You don't like the taste of your own medicine? It's not my own medicine. I told Jake about your affair because it was actually happening and I caught you. And it was the right thing to do. You're just telling our parents lies about me, saying I said things I never said and trying to turn them against me. It is in no way, shape, or form the same. You're just jealous. All I had to do was bat my eyelashes, and Mom and Dad were ready to bring me back as the favorite daughter. Did you know that they are even throwing me a birthday party? Not only that, but a surprise birthday party. You know that I've always wanted one ever since I was a kid. Is that all you're concerned with? A birthday party? You're not even going to say sorry or take responsibility for the lies you're spreading about me? I'm not surprised, considering that you can't even take accountability for the fact that it's your fault your marriage imploded. It's your fault for having an affair. And it's your fault that your life has ended up like this. You know what? I'm getting really tired of you saying things like that. My suggestion? You stop it. Otherwise, I'll just tell Mom and Dad more things about you that will make them hate you even more. In fact, they'll probably disown you by the time I'm through. I read your old diary. I know all your secrets. Secrets? You mean from when I was 14? Please, those are hardly secrets. You complained about Mom and Dad in them. Yeah, what teenager doesn't? Honestly, it's kind of embarrassing how immature you are. I don't need this from you. It's going to be my surprise party tomorrow. I need to prepare. You better not ruin my surprise party. I know you can't keep secrets. Joke's on you. I helped plan the whole thing. Huh? Yeah, Mom and Dad asked me to help plan your birthday party. I'm the one that put in all the work. No, you did not! Mom and Dad hate you! This was before all of the lies you told them. And by the way, they didn't fall for it. They knew you were lying to them and deceiving them. And you know what liars get? No surprise birthday party. What? No! You already took away my husband and my perfect life? You really want to take away my surprise party? You are so evil! I can't stand you, and I can't believe that our parents are siding with you. You're clearly not learning anything from this. You refuse to take responsibility for your actions and instead place the blame on everyone else. Well, who are you going to blame when you're left all on your own? Excuse me? Mom and Dad want you out of their house, but I'll wait for them to tell you that when you get back. And if it wasn't obvious, your party is canceled. But have fun trying to spread my secrets from my 14-year-old diary. I'm sure a lot of people will love what I said there. My parents threw out Brooklyn when she got back. She apparently made a big fuss about it and was threatening to drive her car into their house. So they had no choice but to call the cops on her. It was only when the police showed up that she tried to get away, which made her seem even more suspicious and dangerous. The cops had to detain her for 24 hours. Instead of the surprise party, we just had a lovely dinner with some of Brooklyn's old friends. I say old friends because, little did we know, they hadn't spoken to Brooklyn either. They're all married, and something about cheating on your spouse just doesn't sit right with them. We ended up having a really great time and laughed about the whole ordeal by the end of the night. I don't know if Brooklyn will ever change and see how wrong she was, but I've come to realize that I really don't care.